Available on PS4, version tested, Xbox One and PC. This really is a game that a few years ago seemed an impossible dream. A lot has changed since the last Marvel vs Capcom game. Marvel is now one of the most bankable licenses on the planet, and Capcom is, well, still Capcom. The franchise is loved by many but has repeatedly tested the faith of those who do. Pairing Spider-Man up with, say, Arthur from Ghouls and Ghosts once again felt like a bit of a step down for one of the world's most iconic superheroes. Clearly something has happened behind the scenes, and here we are with a new installment in the long-running series. And it's one of the best so far. However, it's clear from the outset that there are some of the same old issues. 30 characters make up the Day 1 roster, and only a small amount are totally new to the series. The rest are from Marvel vs Capcom 3 Ultimate, almost directly ripped from that game, moves, animations, and all. But that's fine, I hear you say. Most fighting games have returning characters. This is true, but there's something a bit uninspiring about the default lineup in Infinite, especially when there are a few true series classics missing. All of the X-Men are gone due to licensing issues, as well as others like Doctor Doom. Ultimately not a total deal breaker, but it is an immediate disappointment that's hard to shake. There's just something about Marvel v Capcom Infinite that feels a bit cheap. Visually it lacks the art style of something like Guilty Gear or, hilariously, the previous Marvel vs Capcom game, or the impressive graphics of Injustice 2, sitting somewhere between the two and never really blowing you away in the same way watching 30 seconds of Dragon Ball FighterZ does. The menus are bare bones and the UI is, well, just a bit ugly. It's a good job, then, that most of these initial disappointments fade away when you actually play the game. Every Marvel vs Capcom game brings a new mechanic to the table. This time around, active switch makes the combat interesting. As always, you have light and heavy punches and kicks, as well as character-specific special moves to open your opponent up, essentially landing a hit that you can, with practice, convert into a combo for as much damage as possible. Active switch allows you to bring your partner into the battle at any point, instead of during very specific instances in previous games. This allows you to not only tag in a partner to continue a combo, but to bring them in during a certain situation to try and confuse your opponent, or counter their tactics. It's a system that has real depth and allows for a lot of flexibility in battle. You can even use some of your meter to perform a switch when you're stuck in a combo, called a counter switch, which allows you to sacrifice some of your resources to get you out of a bind. There's also the 6 Infinity Stones.